I'd see you there. How you doing? In beautiful sunny Arizona right now on a post-meal walk. 70 degrees out in February, wearing a t-shirt. Tell me that's not goated. It's crazy to think about. I feel like I've had a calling to make this video. I've had a couple of instances pop up over the past day or so. So I just felt obligated to just hit the record button, share this video with as many people as I can on the internet, because I feel like a lot of people could benefit from hearing this message. Last night I was watching UFC with a buddy, and afterwards we put on YouTube and we came across a guy that is terminally ill. He's in his mid-30s. And then this morning, my family had on the Kobe Bryant special that's been going on. And of course, if you are a sports fan, that's gonna spark some emotions within you. But back to last night. So we put on a guy that is terminally ill. And when you think about it at first, you're like, oh man, how sad am I gonna be? I'm gonna get all emotional watching this, I'm gonna cry. But as you watch them talk about their condition and everything, and talking about facing death, and they know they're gonna die and it's inevitable, they talk so free and they have so much peace at mind with this stuff. And you're like, wow, they're kind of crazy to be talking that way. But then you think about it a little bit more and you're like, wow, life is so precious and fragile. And when you're faced with death, it's not this fictitious thing anymore. It's this thing that's gonna slap you right across the face. And any bullshit in your life that isn't important, that doesn't mean squat to you, but that we prioritize too much because it's just the day-to-day monotony of life, like the dogs barking, getting a bad night of sleep, sitting in traffic, your boss yelling at you, whatever the hell it is, all that stuff gets wiped away. Because when you know you're gonna die, it's right there. You have this foreseeable timeline in front of you, and it's not this made-up thing. Because a lot of people, if they're not faced with death head on, they don't really experience it. They don't really know what it feels like. And I feel like more people need to understand what this feeling is like, because then they will align themselves with what matters in life and what doesn't matter in life. But when someone is talking like these people that you watch on YouTube that are terminally ill and they're dealing with these conditions and they're talking about their death like it's another day, they're so free and they come across so loose, and they just prioritize what matters to them. How they're gonna quit their job and they're gonna go do this. I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna do that. I've been wanting to do this, so I'm gonna go do it. And more people need to be living their life like that, because we're all gonna die. We're gonna fucking die. You're gonna die. Whoever's watching this video, you're gonna die just like I'm gonna die. And none of the bullshit that stresses you out, that affects you on a day-to-day basis, is gonna matter at the end of the day. Plain and simple. There is gonna come a day where you're not gonna have an opportunity to go after your passions, your goals, your dreams, and you don't want that day to come and you have regret because you always put that second. You always put that on the back burner because you were afraid of what people thought of you. You're afraid that your parents were going to call you a failure. You were afraid that your significant other was going to leave you because you did X. But how are you going to feel on your deathbed? How are you going to feel the last day that you're ever alive on earth? That you have regret and that you feel miserable because you didn't do the shit that you wanted to do, and that you wish you had one extra day. I saw this one video, this one short, asking a guy, and he's putting life in perspective. It was beautiful. Talking about, would he rather have $10 million for a day or live one extra day? And everyone responded with living an extra day. But then when you look at how people live their day-to-day life, they don't put that in play. They're not grateful every single day that they wake up. They're not jumping out of bed excited because they have another opportunity to go after their goals and dreams. They worry about the stupid bullshit, but then when their health gets in the way or they know they're dying, none of that stuff matters. But if they just put that perspective in place to begin with, they'd have a lot different worldview on what life is about. To switch arms real quick there, I was getting a damn shoulder workout. But when people are faced with the bad news and they know their death is right around the corner and they're on borrowed time, it's such a liberating feeling for them because they live the way that they want. They do the shit that they want. They use their time the way that they want, and they don't give no fucks because they know that they're gonna die. They know exactly when they're gonna die. And they're like, you know what? I'm just gonna make the most of the time that I got, and anything that's going to give me a better experience of the time that I have left, that's gonna make me happy, that's gonna help with the people that I love, I'm gonna do it. And I'm not gonna look back a single time. They're not indecisive. They know exactly what they want. And more people would benefit from this mentality. If people actually put this mental framework into play and asking themselves, hey, if I was going to die tomorrow, what would I do today? That is such a powerful mindset, because it can happen. And people don't think it can happen because, like I said, death is this fictitious thing until you lose somebody close to you or you face it yourself. You should think about your death every single day of your life, not as this negative connotation thing to scare you, but as a positive, friendly, gentle reminder that your time on earth is finite and that the story that you're writing for yourself isn't going to go on forever. You're not invincible. That day is going to come, and I would hate for your day to come when you are going to pass away and you be filled with regret and misery and being upset at yourself and being disappointed because you didn't use your time the way that you should have used your time, just because of this mindset shift that I'm telling you right now. Every single day that you wake up, you should be so grateful. Write down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for, even if it's the most minute thing. I'm grateful for spoons because I'm able to eat, because I'm sure there's millions of people out there that don't have spoons, right? Something super small like that. But write something down that you're grateful for, and it's going to put you in this mindset that you're not going to waste time. You're not going to let people dick you around and disrespect you and waste your time, and that you're just going to see yourself so much more valuable with the things that you involve yourself with and doing the shit that you want to do, the passions and the hobbies and the ambitions and dreams and goals that you have. You're going to go after it because that's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters at the end of our lives. Did you earn your own self-respect? Did you do the shit that you wanted to do? Did you do the shit that you said you were going to do? Did you live a fulfilled life? Were you happy with the choices that you made? And did you learn from your mistakes? Did you educate yourself? If there's one message to take from this video, it's to live your life like you're in the shoes of somebody that's terminally ill. Not going to leave any stone unturned. Going to go after everything that you want to do in life. Taking advantage of every opportunity that you're presented with. Because fuck it, why not? That's all that's going to matter. And when you're in the last 30 seconds of your life, if you do the things right and you have this mentality and you live the life like somebody that's terminally ill and they know exactly when they're going to die, you're going to be happy. You're going to be able to smile. You're going to have all that pressure on your shoulders completely wiped away. And as you pass away, you're going to know that you did everything that was required of you and that you lived the life that you wanted to live.